Ladies and gentlemen, when you go to Kenya, there are a lot of confusing chaos there. We have demonstrations upon demonstrations every day in, day out, killings by the police. It is reported that over 30 people are killed by the police, and that due to demonstrations in Kenya, and a whole lot of chaos, like problems here and there. All is as a result of economic hardship, increment in fuel prices, and a whole lot of inflations, and then overburden of taxes on citizens with impunity, and a lot of corrupt acts, among others, that are happening in Kenya. The Kenyan president traveled to US for he came into office in September, I think September last year. That was 2022, and this 2023 is his 1 year in office. He was just as Akuffo Addo did in 2016. He was criticizing during his campaign. During campaign, African leaders, they always find always a means to get into office and now start rotting. When he was campaigning, he was criticizing the former Uhuru Kenyatta of corrupt acts of too much taxes, imposing too much taxes on citizens, and a whole lot of criticisms. And he was promising Kenyan that in 1 year, when he come into office, not less than 1 year, that will be 100 days time, he is going to reduce taxes, he is going to reduce cost of living, he is going to reduce fuel prices, and he is going to stabilize the economy, revamp the economy, and do all that the citizens need to change the economy totally in the space of 100 days after he was sworn in. That is the promise that he gave to his people. Today, as we talk, he has spent 1 year in office without doing any of those things, and all those things are even in the reverse. Taxes, he has increased a lot of taxes, and he even announced to the people that they should be expecting more taxes by next year, 2024. And also, he has increased fuel prices. A lot are happening. Like, he has overburdened the citizens, confused them, and he's just messing up things here and there, left and right, everywhere. Everything is happening at the same time. So when he traveled to US, the protests that were recorded in Kenya, leading to killings and torture of people, it wasn't a small thing. Bad records are happening in Kenya. This is as a result of failure of democracy. Okay, I always want people, Africa, especially African leaders, to relook at democracy, because our democracy doesn't really make sense. I don't know how they view it, but how I see it, it doesn't really make sense. We claim to be practicing democracy, but our way of life in Africa is not democracy. So this man, if I analyze his case very well, I think the matters, what is happening there, is born out of democracy, because it is only through democracy that people will tell you that they will do what they know they cannot do. Yes, and that is exactly what is working things out there very wrongly. Mahama is accusing Nana Akuffo Addo of appointing chief justices in line with his political affiliation. His political party. That is, he appointed NPP justices into the judicial board, and Akuffo is now disclaiming the fact that those accusations, that it isn't the case. That if that will be the case, if John Mahama is claiming that Akuffo Addo appointed them based on party lines, then he, John Mahama, should also be ready to accept that during his time in office, he also appointed people who have something to do with him or who are also in line with his political party, because he has ever been in office and he also appointed chief justices, justices before into the judicial board. So it's not today that John Mahama can come out and say, oh, Akuffo Addo in power has appointed political justices into the judicial board. So when you analyze this, I want us to analyze this and look at where the problem lies. The problem is just single one, and the problem is our constitution. If the constitution had denied the president the right to appoint chief justices or to appoint justices into the judicial board, I don't think all this nonsense would have been happening. If you say it doesn't really make sense, it's a rational choice. So like me, I'm at high, so I can't appoint Obi into office. I'll first of all consider my political party, because those are people I trust and I even know them more. I wouldn't go appoint NDC member say on by chief justice and mommy. And a nipan, so it's rational, it's just rational. So a banasana, and definitely there was also who say like any political party that exists in Ghana here has professional lawyers, professional justice, professional everything is there in the within the party. So when you ask me to appoint a justice and I am an NPP person, I have to just go for the one who is an NPP person and also a justice. You understand? Even if the person qualifies for the position or not. And the same thing vice versa. NDC will also do the same thing. The only way to clear this nonsense is that we need to review our constitution. The right that is given to the president to appoint justices into the judicial board should be eliminated or should be denied or should be reviewed, so that justices or justices can vote for their own leader. Okay, justices can vote for their own leader, or members of the bar can vote for their own leaders into the judicial board, so that it shouldn't cause any undemocratic situations or scenarios. As at the moment, justices are appointed by the president, and you claim that, and the same constitution is claiming that judicial boards should have, or the judiciary should have independence. How do judiciary have independence when political colors are appointing them? It doesn't make sense. Sometimes some of the things are there. Let's just take it to common sense. It doesn't really make sense, because the person who is appointing them is a human being, and those appointed are humans. So you don't expect them to act so perfectly like machines. It's nonsense. And me no more nyaj myself. Me no more nyaj say we say president or appointee Obi. Now wasanka says anipan onye independent. How? It's nonsense. Easy say and you say president by appointing a very sensitive position. It's nonsense. And I will be sanko judicial board was a judicial onye independent. Anybody or institution which is defined by the constitution to have to have been independent should not be appointed by any politician. That is nonsense. It's bogus. It's completely bogus. Jimmy Kwasi Asem say Obeka say me appointing nipa na wa san ka say sa nipa na me be appointing no oba ma no support me enyan Kwasi Asem mo asem Like, we need to review some of these things. I'm sorry if I've been harsh in my today analysis, but then the truth must stand firm, and that is the only single truth. We don't have two truths, we have one, and that is what I have just said. I don't see anything wrong with judiciary standing independent, but I see something wrong with president appointing the judicial board, members of the judiciary, and appointing members of the other NCCE, members of Shrine, members of those things are easy. It doesn't make any sense. It's bogus. Anyways, we will meet again next time. But you know what? Just subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Any update will bring you will be the first person to be notified. Analysis continues. We will continue to analyze things so far as matters arise. Thank you so much for joining me in today's episode. In fact, all you need to do is just subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Subscribe to BEC TV GH on YouTube and turn on the notification bell so that any new update I will bring each and every day, I'll be bringing new updates. And when I bring the update, you'll be the first person to be notified. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Just like it and comment and share with others for them to also be updated. Thank you so much for joining me. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.